Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. Today it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Bulldogs will kick this deep to begin the game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Guys up front, line up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Running with purpose.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the right side. He's in the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing, and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And the Trojans come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the option play. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun running play call. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that one.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks loose at the 40. And bulldozing his way through. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage. And when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
They'll try a pass here. It's an out and out. The catch made. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get to...
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught on the outside. It's Parker. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackled, but 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action. Needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass caught, can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3. Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. It looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Trojans offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Bringing pressure. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it second down and forever. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Running with purpose.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. And the Trojans will line up on first and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. He's got enough for the first down and still going. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, USC.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So second down after the incompletion. It's a draw to the back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Hands it off on the counter. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Going to try to use his legs here. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Toss play to the outside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out of the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Georgia. That puts them on top in the second half. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the USC offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Snags a quick throw. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offensive rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Movement here from the tight end. Handoff heading left. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
order of play. With the score, Georgia 21, USC 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Ball carried by the quarterback. Losing spot. Second down coming up.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Throw to the running back in the flat. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Rips off a big gain. plus 43-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Dogs look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you've got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.